Isaac.
Yes.
It's a very special day today. Do you know what day it is?
Why, yes, David, I do know what day it is. It is 58 days, 4 hours, 45 minutes, and 59 seconds until Christmas.
Oh, yes, I do declare Merry Christmas. Merry almost Christmas, everyone, to all the land.
Ho, ho, ho! Happy Halloween!
No. Oh my gosh,
Hi, guys.
Santa Claus!
Hi guys.
I know it.
Get with the times, you jerks!
Oh my gosh, Santa is such foul language!
Dang right! I'm a skeleton!
Gosh.
Spook it up, yo!
I better plug my ears.
That was Santa Claus, everyone.
Okay!
Bad language.
It's
Better.
Halloween! And we're gonna get spooky!
Halloween. It's a very Nickelodeon term.
I'm actually wearing.
It may actually be a thing.
I'm actually wearing my Halloween costume right now.
Everybody's wearing their Halloween costumes right now.
Except for my sword.
I'm going as the scariest thing ever.
Ah!
David.
Oh! I'm going as the stupidest thing ever. Rudy!
Hey now! I'm going as the very dummy that's talking to me! David! I'm now punching it in the face.
Okay, fine. I mean, I don't care.
Couldn't think of a good comeback.
Now, here's a spooky idea. We're all pretty much just skeletons wearing meat armor. Once you
pretty
think
awesome.
about it. We're all skeletons, so
Too bad.
we don't need Halloween costumes. We're already wearing them. Don't freak out just yet, Rudy. There's many spooks to come.
Spooks and scares.
Ooh.
I'm eating candy corn!
Isn't that right, Santa Claus? I'm leaving this lost cause. Ho, ho, ho. Bye, Santa Claus.
Bye.
That was the real, legitimate Santa Claus, and not just me pretending to be Santa Claus just
He
now.
came all the way from the North Pole just to diss us.
Came all the way from Kentucky. Anyways, Halloween. If you're all, oh man, what even is Halloween? What's
guys.
the deal, you guys? What's Halloween? What are you talking about? Skeletons?
What is Halloween?
When
It is the very nature of existence.
oh yes,
And time.
and candy.
And candy.
And
I
stuff.
don't know who I'm trying to impersonate.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, and Morgan Freeman apparently.
Oh, is that who I was trying to be?
I don't know. It sounded a bit like Morgan Freeman.
I was just trying to sound philosophical.
Neither of us have a very good Morgan Freeman impression. Rudy
Send
has
us
the best
your
one.
Morgan Freeman impression.
Rudy has the best Morgan Freeman impression. Try it. Be Morgan
Hi, I'm Morgan Freeman.
Freeman. Perfect. Oh, beautiful. It's like he's in the room.
It's as if Morgan Freeman was a 12-year-old little girl.
Oh my gosh.
I'm 11. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Anyway, the history of Halloween. The Halloween. Halloween began as the festival of Samhain.
Sam Hain, that one guy.
Samhain. I'm sure I'm like mispronouncing it horrifically.
Sam Hain Jones, that
But
one guy who
horror
did
is
the
what
thing.
we're all about at Halloween.
Horrors.
It was a part of the ancient Celtic religion.
It was a dark and stormy night.
You're a dark and stormy night.
Your mom is really great.
Now there's what I don't know. Celtic religion in Britain and other parts of Europe.
Europe.
Who's up? Europe.
No, Europe.
Okay. I'll admit I am up. At the end of summer, the Celts thought the barrier between our world and the world of ghosts and spirits got really thin.
He went
Like
on
real
a
thin.
diet.
The barrier is a he?
Yes.
It's John Goodman in the role of a lifetime. This meant weird creatures with strange powers could wander about on both worlds, like Justin Bieber. Don't you love popular culture?
That was scary.
Walk about on the earth. The Celts had a big party, apparently, because that's their answer
Yep.
to spirits and ghosts.
Well, I mean, it's like you come all the way from the
Wandering
spirit
around.
world to have some fun,
Yeah.
You want to go to a party, you know? You want to socialize.
And they're like, well, we don't want them to like spook us or anything. We better throw them a party they'll never forget. So they had a big party. It was all about scaring away the ghosts and the spirits.
Oh, well, forget what I just said then.
It's a trap.
Hey, ghost, you want to come to my party?
We have spooky punch. Ooh, that sounds spooktacular.
Justin Bieber!
We're spooking away. That's how it happened historically. That's historically accurate. That's how they talked back then. Let's see. That's how ghosts
And
still
Justin
talk.
Bieber was around back then, too.
Totally. Later, with the Christian religion, you know those crazy Christians. Oh, what a wacky bunch. The day became known as All Hallows Eve. Then they added an extra L and called it All Hallows Eve. The day before All Saints Day on the 1st of November. And this next section is called America Picks Up the Pace.
Picks it up when what do?
It is in America that Halloween has really taken off.
And that's it, everybody. See you later. Goodbye.
It's in America that Halloween has really taken off its lovely sweater.
Ooh.
Knitted by Thanksgiving itself.
Itself.
Irish immigrants to the United States raised the popularity of the Halloween during the 19th century. During the 20th century, it became more and more popular, with traditions like carving pumpkins and trick or treating
I prefer treating.
becoming part of TV shows, books, and movies. And that's where the article ends. So I guess that's a really narrowed down version
Yep.
of what that is.
Speaking of narrowed down versions of things, everyone knows the story of the jack-o'-lantern, right?
I don't really. I mean,
don't?
maybe. Is it the guy with the
It was-
jack-o'-lantern head?
Yeah.
Jack-o'-lantern?
Jack Pumpkin guy.
That guy with the pumpkin as his
I-
face.
I forgot what his name
Jack
was.
Gordman.
I forgot what his name was. But I think basically the story
His name
is
was like something very average, like Larry Sterling or something.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I zoned out for a second. I was on autopilot for
You're
like
like,
three.
yes,
I was on
Larry.
autopilot for like.
Go on, David.
I was
Larry
on autopilot for
Sterling.
like 3 seconds during what you just said.
Yes.
So I just like totally. went over my
Went
head.
over it. Okay.
AKA, you're really
But
boring.
basically, I think the main story is that Jack managed to somehow chase the devil up a tree,
Oh.
and so he like carved a cross onto the tree so that the devil couldn't get down.
Those devils are so stupid.
I thought there was only one.
But yeah, the devil is so stupid.
So
I like
basically,
that.
the devil like they agreed that Jack could live forever if he let the devil down.
So the devil threw a pumpkin at him, and then he became Pumpkin Steve.
Well, no.
Nope.
Well, it didn't. I don't think he really got a pumpkin head.
Okay.
I don't know if that's.
Do you know the rest of the story?
Well, yeah. Well, basically, Jack was omitted from entering either heaven or hell, so he had to stay here forever.
He had to stay at the bus stop.
And he got.
Of life.
I forgot who he got it from. I think it was either God or Satan, but
One of those two. One of those two wacky peoples.
he got like a turnip. Like a hollow turnip with a light inside to like shine the light through the darkness of evil or something.
Super,
I can't remember, but
yeah.
I can't remember most of the details.
It's a lantern from like the dollar store or something.
Yeah. So that's basically where jack-o'-lanterns come from.
That's not even very scary.
Yeah. I'm sure the more elaborate version is much scarier than what I just said.
when you talk about it in the traditional language that it originated in,
Yes.
it's like spooky scary, because little children are like, oh, not Jack, oh, lantern. But yeah, totes jack-o'-lantern, kid. Let's see.
So anyway, what's up next? What do we got now?
Let's see. Oh, we could. You wrote a thing
I wrote a thing.
about tips about Halloween.
I wrote an essay. It is a comedic essay kind of thing,
Super comedic.
inspired by a certain person that David is not allowing me to mention on the show.
You can mention him if you want.
Okay.
Santa Claus.
This is inspired by Dave Barry. If
Okay.
you don't know who that is, you should
How long ago
probably
did you
look him
write
up.
this? This was like some
It
years
was
ago.
Some years ago. I think it
This
was
is
while we were. It was either while we were living in New Mexico or in a friend of ours' basement.
Yeah, kind of.
It was in
there.
Georgia, but we were living in a friend's basement for a few months until we
okay.
could get a house. I
Alright.
wrote it sometime around there. But anyway,
Like 4, 5 years ago. 3, 2, 8,
maybe
26, maybe.
I don't know.
42.
But anyway, I'm pretty dang proud of it because I think it's kind of funny.
If it's kind of funny, you're successful.
Yeah. Okay. It's not like Dave Barry levels of funny, but
Yeah. But
check out Dave Barry, by the way. He does really awesome.
he writes good books. Anyways,
Anyway, okay.
get on with it.
Okay.
Spook us.
Okay. Well, it's that time of year again. Time to don your Santa hat and sing Christmas carols very badly to your elderly neighbors in exchange for sugar cookies with a shelf life of about 3 centuries. But before you do that, you may want to consider giving some reverence to a couple holidays before Christmas that you seem to have forgotten in the mad rush of getting holiday cards for every single member of your extended family. Like Hanukkah.
Yeah.
Also, you should probably take time from your busy schedule to do a few Halloween activities, such as taking your kids to the emergency room after they accidentally cut off their fingers while attempting to carve a pumpkin.
That's happened to
I
me.
almost did that. I seriously did.
Don't get me wrong, there are some safer Halloween activities you could take time to do, such as trick-or-treating, which is as much as 0.358% safer than pumpkin carving, as long as your costume is a bright neon stop or yield sign and the eye holes are properly aligned, which is as likely as your house won't get egged or TP'd, which is not very likely.
Yeah.
But before you go trick-or-treating, you need to think of a costume representing one of the scariest things you can think of, such as Obamacare.
Oh, snap, son! Bringing politics into this?
When it comes to costumes, you have 2 choices. A, buy a costume, or B, buy a really good costume. There is also, of course, the option of making a costume, but there is no way you have time to do that, what with all the Christmas cards you need to send.
Yeah.
So that leaves you with options A and B. If you want to buy an old cheap costume, I suggest you go someplace like Walmart or Target. If you get a costume there, it's guaranteed to get dirty and scratched up before Halloween. They even have some costumes that are pre-dirtied and scratched up for your convenience.
Yeah.
In these stores, your costume options are Spider-Man, Batman, Superman, Thor, the Green Lantern, Bob Ross, or any other type of superhero.
Yeah.
For option B, you want to go to one of those stores that sell only costumes and nothing else, and where the costumes are so expensive that you need to sell everything you own, including your kids, just to afford the hat part. Also, if you somehow obtain the costume by stealing it, you cannot actually open the vacuum-sealed packaging because it's so good-looking and tailored to perfection that, if it comes into contact with air, it will immediately turn to dust.
Yes.
So, to avoid any and all not costume having, all you have to do is tape the costume, packaging and all, to your shirt, and hope somebody recognizes what you're supposed to be. Namely, a guy with a costume taped to his shirt. Your costume options at these stores are a demon, the Grim Reaper, Rush Limbaugh, Barack Obama, Glenn Beck, or any other political figure.
Pretty much, yes.
Another thing you should worry about is getting candy for any trick-or-treaters who are dumb enough to come to your house. If you're one of those people who gives out healthy things like apples and low-fat granola bars on Halloween, here's a special tip. Stop giving out apples and low-fat granola bars!
Tell it, brother!
Kids go to the trouble of making costumes with bad eyesight and going around saying trick or treat to everyone they see so they can get candy, not health food.
Yeah.
The only reason for you to be giving out these kinds of things is if you're a sweet old lady. And even then, you're only giving them out because you've totally forgotten what real candy is. A good reminder like this, apples and granola bars are not candy, should help. Another good candy tip is, do not give out fun-size candies. Everyone knows that there is nothing fun about less candy.
Unless they make fun-sized into humongous size.
Yeah, they should just rename them as convenient size.
Yeah. If you want to gain some popularity in your neighborhood, you should give out Snickers bars that are 2 feet long. Or maybe Reese's with a circumference of about approximately 3 yards. Some regular-sized candy would suffice too, but just remember that bigger portions mean bigger fans. You also want to consider putting up some kind of force field around your house to protect it from eggings and TPings. How you go about that is up to you. You might want to think about it on your way to the emergency room.
Yep.
And that's it.
Bravo, Isaac.
Yes,
But that's just the tip of the candy corn.
I'm quite proud of
I
it.
know, that was a bad pun.
We weren't going to use that. Thanks a lot, Rudy.
Thanks.
I'm
The
sorry.
tip of the candy corn.
I hope you enjoyed it.
I had to make a Halloween pun.
That was the last of my creativity. It went away.
I had to make a
Namely,
Halloween.
a guy with a costume taped to his shirt. I'm gonna be that for Halloween.
Yes.
And, of course, we cannot forget Today in Space. I'm a skeleton. I'm playing the xylophone on my rib cage. I think we did that pretty well, guys. I think that's a wrap.
It's the Halloween episode of Star Trek.
Yeah. The Halloween special. We visit a planet that's shaped like a pumpkin. How wacky! Anyways. Brilliant writing aside. I looked up the scariest things in space. And I found this here list on the internet, so you know it's legit. Let's see. Let's start reading, shall we? And by let's, I mean me. I don't think that's interchangeable, but whatever. Halloween brings about the zombies and vampires here on Earth, but these and other monsters are a constant presence in the heavens above our
But I
heads.
thought presents were for Christmas.
Yeah, me too, but
and they don't mean
it's the internet. Give it some slack.
they don't mean the vampires from Twilight that sparkle and shimmer
Monsters
in the sunlight.
are a constant presence for Christmas. Constant Christmas presents. Space is full of freaky and freakish phenomena.
Phenomena.
Freaky and freakish. From stars that suck the life. I thought it said stuck the life. But from stars that suck the life out of stellar companions to gigantic black holes millions of times more massive than our sun. In honor of the Halloween season.
Sorry, I had a cough.
In honor of the Halloween season, there's a brief rundown of the spookiest things in space.
keep-
Spat all over my screen.
That's what I was about to say. I can tell the
Hey!
future.
The undead planet. Many astronomers had heaped dirt on the huge alien. Many astronomers had heaped dirt on the huge alien planet Formalhaut B, but it apparently lives again. Oh, they buried it. Okay, they heaped dirt. Okay, like their memorial. Okay, never mind. Like a funeral.
They buried a
They thought it wasn't a thing. They thought it was dead. I guess apparently. Back in 2008, astronomers using NASA's Hubble Space Telescope announced the discovery of an enormous planet encircling the bright star Fomalhaut. 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 I bet it's German or something. Which lies just 25 light years from Earth. Other researchers subsequently cast doubt on Fomalhaut B, saying that Discovery team had actually just imagined a giant dust cloud. They thought the scientists were crazy. They thought they were mad.
What?
Trying to bring a planet to life without proof of things. They thought it was just a dust cloud.
What made him so angry?
But new analysis.
You know, mad? Like angry? You know, I was wondering what made him so angry.
But new analysis. But new analysis of Hubble observations from 2004 and 2006 to be published soon in the Astrophysical Journal Letters detects the planet all over again. The other researchers are scrutinizing the Fomalhaut system too, So this zombie may be buried once again before all is said and done.
What? I only caught the end. I don't.
Basically, they found a planet, quote unquote, and then like they later like, oh, it's just a dust cloud in space. That ain't no planet. I ain't afraid of no ghost. And then like recently they discovered it again. And it was like, hey, it's a planet. It's like there's a reason it's got to be coming up as a planet on our radar or whatever the scientists use. But zombie stars. Some stars do far more hard to be one better, literally coming back to life in violent and dramatic fashion. Planets that come back to life, how could be this?
Indeed.
Astronomers know these zombie stars as Type 1A supernovas, or LA 1A. I don't know.
LAD lights?
LAD lights?
Yes.
You mean LED?
No.
Okay. Huge and powerful explosions send star innards streaking across the universe. Or out into the universe, I should say. Type 1A supernovas explode from binary systems that contain at least one white dwarf. White dwarfs are dead, quote unquote, but they don't have to stay that way in a binary system.
You're that, white dwarfs? You don't have to stay dead.
You don't have to be that way. They can
Alright.
roar back to life, albeit briefly, in a gigantic supernova explosion by sucking material from their companion stars, or by merging with them. So, you know, the mergers. Like the businessmen's do. Like the business people do.
Like how man and wife become one when they get married.
Yes,
So-
exactly like that.
Stars get
Except-
married?
Yeah, I guess you could do that, but it's Halloween, so it's zombies. Vampire stars.
Scary.
Just like vampires of fiction, some... Keep interrupting me. Just like vampires from fiction, some stars manage to stay young by sucking the life force from hapless victims. These vampire stars are known as blue stragglers, and they act... Would you care to share? What?
I don't know.
Okay.
It sounds funny.
Blue stragglers?
Stragglers.
I guess it is kind of funny. Anyway,
Stragglers.
but they act much younger than the ancient neighbors, which they were for. They act much younger than the ancient neighbors with which they were formed.
Their
So
ancient neighbors are always telling them to get off their lawns.
Get off my intergalactic lawn!
No way.
I'm a young vampire forever, and I sparkle like nobody's business, 'cause I'm a star.
Business, eh? I can help you with that.
Mergers, said the zombie star. and
And
that's
then they made
space for you.
Then they made the zombie vampire star.
There you go.
Because they merged.
They burn much hotter, much like myself, for example.
When he said that.
Sorry.
Spit it out.
They burn much hotter, for example, and appear much bluer. Yeah, I'm super hot, but so sad.
Oh.
Scientists think they managed this feat by sucking hydrogen fuel away from companion stars.
Betrayal.
Betrayal.
I thought we were friends.
This next one on the list down here is simply titled The Unfathomable Blackness of Space. If you're scared of the dark, deep space is not the place for you.
Aw, man.
It is a place of extreme darkness, far from the comforting lights of home, unless you bring your own. Space is black because it's incredibly empty, scientists say.
Like your head.
Okay. Though trillions of stars are scattered throughout the cosmos, there just aren't many molecules in huge intervals distances for their light to bounce and scatter off.
Oh well.
So, there. That's all I'm gonna do, because there's a lot more.
Space.
A lot
the
more
most
scary things in
terrifying thing
space.
you will see all day.
Space, it's always there, always bigger than you, always watching.
Wait.
I believe space is a member of the Illuminati.
Wait, which space are we
That
talking
would
about?
explain a lot.
Are we talking about the space like up there, or the space like?
You mean the
personal
space of which you
space?
are a waste of?
Nope.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, I'm talking
I'm
about
sorry.
personal.
That was super mean.
Personal space.
Oh, personal space. Am I in your personal space?
Yes,
Am I-
very much so.
Poke your-
Am I in your personal space?
I have no personal space.
Oh,
I live with you.
you're one of those zombie stars,
Oh,
eh?
snap! Yeah. I just want brains, guys.
Can't have them.
Okay.
I don't have any.
You know what's
It's just-
spooky?
Candy corn?
No. Actually, no, it's not.
Getting apples instead of candy on Halloween.
That is
That's
pretty
spooky.
pretty spooky. But what's spookier still are the spooky ghost stories. Woo! And I looked up some good ones off the internet.
Good with quotation marks around it.
Good, quote unquote. But yeah, we could take turns reading them. Let's see. I'll go first and read this first one. I'll put some like campfire like crackling in the background of this in editing. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna use that. No.
Yeah.
Okay, so here's the first story.
Oh boy.
I have the flashlight right under my face and stuff.
Scared.
I didn't even say anything yet.
Exactly.
It's like the vast emptiness of space.
It's like your face.
Okay. I'm gonna get up close to the mic.
It was a dark and stormy
You're a dark and stormy night.
Let
Okay.
him read the spooky story.
So you're with your honey and you're making out.
Honey.
When the phone rings, when the phone riggins, you answer it, and the voice is, "What are you doing with my daughter?" You tell your girl, and she says, "My dad is dead." Then who was phone?
Maybe her
First off,
stepdad?
how did Honey turn into a girl?
Magic? The magic of Halloween
I thought
and
he was-
spooks?
I thought he was making out with some honey.
Making out. Yeah, that's what Pooh does, yeah. That's what most bears do. They're like, "Hey, honey," and the honey's just all like, because honey can't talk, see?
Uh-huh.
And they're like, "Oh,
Oh, please shut
look-
it
Thank
out.
you.
No
I think
more.
you ruined
No
everyone's
more.
childhood with your poo joke.
yeah, I'm sorry." Yeah, you're right. Okay, Rudy. So you read this next one right there. It's like 2 lines.
Okay. So you're in bed reading a book, and your dog licks your hand. That's it. I'm kidding. Then you go to the toilet. Oh gosh.
Go on.
And when you come back, you get in bed. Your dog says, Can I lick your hand again?" Wait a minute. Dogs can't talk.
Then who was phone? Isaac, you
Alright.
read the next one.
My turn. Alright. Does this one have bad grammar?
I think
actually-
they all
actually-
have bad grammar.
No, this one looks like it actually has really good grammar.
Get up
But
nice
still-
and close to the
yes.
mic.
Alright.
Spooky scary.
One day, these kids went to an abandoned youth camp. This old guy tried to warn them that it was haunted by a killer and had a curse, but they didn't believe him. After a week, they went home, and everything was fine. But then 46 years later, one got cancer and died.
It's not even a real story. Oh gosh, dang it.
Who writes these things?
The internet.
I think it's pretty spooky.
The internet writes them.
There's probably a curse.
There's probably a curse here somewhere. Okay, this one's a little longer.
I'm going to get up real close. I'm going to do my best George Takei impression. No, I'm not. Okay. Are you guys ready?
No.
One day,
there was a couple of scuba divers who saw a sign that said, "No scuba diving." And they had such poor parenting that they didn't even look at it.
Were they blind?
No,
Read?
they were just bad parents, apparently. Apparently. Okay, spooky. Just when they were having a good time scuba diving, they found a secret place where all the bad guys live. When they saw the bad guys coming out of it and looking around, they got so afraid that they never scuba dived again. However, years later, some of the bad guys came and found them and broke some of their scuba gear.
Wait a minute.
Such spooks!
If they were underwater, how is the bad guys underwater?
They were in the place underwater where the bad guys are.
How are they breathing?
Because they're spooky.
I thought there was gonna be some comedic twist where the sign was in front of just like a bare patch of grass or something.
Oh, yeah.
No scuba diving.
It said no scuba diving, but they were bad parents and didn't listen. They jumped right into it, and it turned out it was a volcano. What a couple of doofs. Okay. How about this one, Rudy?
Okay.
This one right here.
Yeah, that one. Okay.
How many of these are there?
We'll just do 2 each.
Okay.
There was a ghost.
Yes. I am literally
All the spooks.
puking my pants right now.
I don't even want to know.
Okay, go
Me
on.
neither. There was a ghost in the house up on the cliff.
You're the next LeVar Burton. I swear.
It was
You wouldn't know him. He's
Man,
cool.
These writings are getting
He's
to
cool,
me.
and therefore you wouldn't know him. Anyway, cool.
Overlooking the sea.
House on the cliff. Gotcha.
Overlooking the sea. On a stormy night, on a dark and stormy night, a couple had a car breakdown, and they died. I'm kidding.
And you died in a second.
Can you tell the future?
Yep.
Okay.
I'm a ghost. I'm a spook.
Oh, okay. That's nice. That's probably why I can put my hand through you.
Yeah. Remember, we're around the campfire.
Oh, right, yeah.
I think I hear
a laptop?
I think I hear a bear making out with some honey in the woods. Okay, no.
gosh.
Go on. Anyway.
Why don't you bring a laptop to the campfire?
I never go anywhere without my laptop.
Anyways, outside the house.
What happened outside the house?
Oh, well, their car broke down.
Okay, well, you should have started the sentence over.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. On a dark and stormy night, a couple had a car breakdown outside the house and decided to sleep there for a night. The ghost attacked them and they threw the candlesticks and books and candlestick holders and bookshelves at the couple. The couple ran out and around the house 3 times. They were trying to run away from the ghost, ghost, but they flew at them so fast, the ghost eventually ate the couple. Now there are 3 ghosts in that house.
Oh my spooks!
The thing is, there were 3 ghosts to start with.
Yeah.
A ghost can't eat a person.
Yeah. They tried to eat him, but he just went right through him.
Yeah. I like how it mentions that they ran around the house 3 times.
Okay.
All-star runners somersaulted around the world 50 times.
Go on,
That was a
Isaac.
bad reference. I hope you'll forgive me.
Read a good story.
All right, here we go. Here's
I
the
think I'm getting a chill from this outdoors wind. Okay.
I'm a bear in the
Okay.
background.
Honey.
All right. Okay. All right. Here we go.
This is the story of a day when there was all this blood. A man was walking around the blood. Sorry, a man was walking around, and blood started coming out of him everywhere. There was so much blood that it filled up an elevator. And then it flooded out and onto this kid on a tricycle. That didn't really happen.
The Shining.
That was a Shining reference.
Everybody.
I don't get it.
Of course you don't. Anyway.
Go on, spook me.
He went to the store, and there was just blood all over the place. People were slipping in it, and they were all grossed out.
They caught me slipping. In blood!
He tried to go swimming, and all of the sharks went nuts and bit into everybody. And he was in a swimming pool.
Yeah.
Not really.
He was in the ocean.
He got chased by all the vampires ever. One time, the blood got a kid and a dog. At the end of the day, everyone decided they would send him to space so that he would stop getting blood everywhere. The scariest part, are you ready for this? Is that man was you! Or he was a lady if you are a lady. And you forgot that this happened. That's why you're floating in the empty darkness of space right now.
Isn't that scary? It actually says that.
No.
It was a lady.
Yeah, it says,
If you're
or
a
he was,
lady.
yeah, or he was a lady if you are a lady. In parentheses.
Oh, that I'm convinced.
So there you go. Some of the spookiest, scariest stories you
So
won't
he
read
just
this
had
year.
a bleeding problem and he just went around it. Just
I guess so.
had his normal day. Went swimming in the ocean.
Probably didn't even notice.
The seaweed is always a ghost. In somebody else's lake.
Why is there
Man.
seaweed in a lake?
Oh my gosh.
Myth busted!
The Little Mermaid is false.
Wait, did we already do that because fish can't talk?
They can't?
Oh yeah. Wait a minute. Fish can't talk.
Then who was fish?
Who was fish on phone?
Who was phone? It
All
was
right.
fish.
Alright, should we wrap this up?
Yeah, I think that's all we have. But remember the
Spooks?
I'm trying to leave off on a spooky note.
Ghosts are always there.
And even you're a ghost!
You're like a ghost riding like piloting a skeleton in
No.
meat armor.
How are you piloting a skeleton?
I
I mean, it's just bones and whatnot.
You're just bones and whatnot.
You are a ghost piloting a ship made of
Guys.
bones and muscles and blood and skin.
Guys, I know how we can leave off on a spooky note. We all turn into skeletons like right now.
Okay.
Right now?
Yeah, like right now. Okay.
Do we start talking like we're in the 1920s?
Yeah, talk like a skeleton. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Anyways,
Oh.
no. Anyways, getting about to normal bits. I know. I feel the head coming out of my chest, and oh my gosh, all my flesh is melting off. Oh,
David, I think you have a bleeding problem.
Oh my gosh!
We better send you to space!
Oh no! It's happening to you too!
Go to the zombie
I'm a
stars!
skeleton now! I'm spooking everywhere!
Dang right you are.
I'm a skeleton and I can play the xylophone on my rib cage! No!
Oh, we're skeleton ever, Rudy. It's about time you guys got into the holiday spirit. Get out of here, Santa Claus.
You're not spooky for us anymore. We're the spookiest in town.
Oh, that's what you think.
Oh my gosh! Skeleton Santa Claus!
Yes, I am Skeleton Santa Claus.
Actually, for some reason, you're just as fat as you were in the meatmobile.
The meatmobile?
That is what we are.
Is that what you're calling the human body?
We are
Yes.
we are ghosts piloting meatmobiles.
Quick, to the meatmobile!
And that, ladies and
That is I'm a
gentlemen,
human now.
is the scariest thing of all.
Goodbye.
Woo! I think that was the best podcast ever.
Shut up, David, over there.
Nobody cares about you.
Ouch.
That's okay. I'll give you a hug.
Scary insults.
I'll give your soul a hug.
Oh, thanks.